Hi guys, welcome. In this video we'll be looking at factorization, and in particular factorizing using common factors. So in our previous video we looked at expanding, and we expanded the brackets by removing the brackets through multiplication. Here we'll be looking at the reverse, which is called factorization. Now remember, 3 multiplied by x plus 4 can be worked out by splitting up this x plus 4 into x and 4. So the area here is 3 times x, and the area here is 3 times 4. So 3 times x plus 4 is the same as 3 times x plus 3 times 4. So this process going from this expression to that expression is expanding. And if we have this expression back to our set of brackets expression, that's called factorization, because here is a factor. So we want these expressions factorized fully into our factorized expression. Now 4k is the same as 4 multiplied by k, and 20 is the same as 4 times 5. The reason why I've split these two terms like that is because we have a 4 in both terms. So 4 is a factor of 4k and 20. That common factor is brought out the front, and what we're left with inside the brackets, so that goes at the front, and what we're left with is k plus 5. And you can always work out if you've done it correctly by expanding the brackets here. So 4 times k is 4k, and 4 times positive 5 is positive 20. So you know you've got the correct factorization. Now without doing this line, if I notice that x is in both terms, x can be brought out the front. Then you say to yourself, x times what is x squared? So you got an x. X times x is x squared. Or you could have said x squared divided by x is x. 3x divided by x is 3. Or x times what number is 3x. So you got x multiplied by x plus 3. And part C, we've got 3a squared b plus 12ab squared. So the first one is the same as 3 times a times a times b. And the second expression is 3 times 4 times a times b times b. So what is common is this 3. We've also got an a, and we've also got a b. So 3ab sits out the front, and what we've got left is a plus 4b. a plus 4b. Check your work. 3ab times a is 3a squared b. 3ab times 4b is 12ab squared. So you know you've gotten the correct expression. Going back to the first one, this is also factorized, but can you see what's different from this answer to this expression that we had at the start. So the difference is the 4 is in fact the highest common factor, where the 2 is just a factor. And we can factorize even further what's inside the brackets, the 2k plus 10. So if it says fully factorized, you must have the highest common factor at the front. Okay, pause the video and have an attempt at these 3 parts. We haven't seen something like part C before, but have a go and see what the answer is in a minute. Okay, so a common factor in both is going to be x. So x is taken out the front. Then in your brackets, you think to yourself, what do you multiply the x with to get an x squared? So there's your x. And what do you multiply the x with here to get a negative xy? So a positive x multiplied by a negative y gives you a negative xy. Okay, 9ab squared, take away 15ab. 3 occurs in both of these terms, so 3 goes at the front. A and A is also common. B, that's B times B, but B and B is also common. Then you think to yourself, what do you multiply 3ab to get 9ab squared? And that's going to be 3b. 3 times 3 is 9. A times B is ab squared. Then 3ab multiplied by what gives you negative 15ab. And there's your negative 5. In this expression, you think to yourself, what is common? Okay, here's your answer, and this is how we do it. X plus 4 and x plus 4 is common in both expressions. So x plus 4 is brought out the front. X plus 4 multiplied by 2x is 2x, x plus 4. And x plus 4 multiplied by negative 3, so x plus 4 multiplied by negative 3 gives us negative 3 x plus 4. So this x plus 4 underlined is a common factor that sits out the front. Back here, 3ab was a common factor of both. That sits out the front. So the x plus 4 sits out the front. Then you put your brackets, 2x minus 3. Okay, pause the video and see how you go with these 4 questions. Okay, the first one is 4n multiplied by 3n plus 10n. The next one is 3bc. So if you take out a 3bc, you need to have an a and another b there, so ab. And here we've got 3bc multiplied by negative 2 gives you negative 6bc. Like we did with the previous questions with a common factor of something in brackets, that can sit at the front. So x plus 4 should be in brackets now. So x plus 4 in brackets. And then in your other set of brackets, you got x plus 4 multiplied by x. So x plus 4 multiplied by x. And then you got x plus 4 multiplied by negative 6. And the last one, we have a trinomial, 3 terms. So you have to figure out what is a common factor, or what's the highest common factor. I notice that there's a 3 in both of those, so in 3 of those. But I also notice an x in all 3. So if you take out a 3x, 3x times y, 3xy. 3x times negative 2 is negative 6x, and 3x times 3x is positive 9x squared. Okay guys, thanks for watching the video.